Hey everybody! Justin Senior here. How's it going? I've got a great video for you here today, and I'm going to show you how you're going to be able to automate a bunch of different Shopify tasks, especially a lot that you probably find annoying or frustrating. How you're going to be able to automate all those and generate a lot more time for you to focus on profit generating activities. And this is a super important thing as an entrepreneur. You need to know how to delegate, you need to know how to automate, and you need to know how to focus on the things that are going to make you the most money and really avoid the things that are not, the other things that are kind of manual, the things that might even be annoying. And that's what this video is all about. So let's jump right into it. So why would you want to automate? Well, Shopify entrepreneurs, they're going to wear many hats. And you probably feel that right now. You're probably dealing with marketing, product research, even a little bit of web design, right? Everything that kind of goes into having a Shopify store. So anytime that you can automate, you definitely want to. And the real reason is that you should be able to always streamline the processes that are going to be going on with your business in regards to what needs your attention in combination with what's going to make you the most money. Right? And that's the biggest thing here. You don't want to spend time on tasks that aren't going to generate revenue, that aren't going to be profitable. You want to automate and delegate the rest of these tasks. You want to focus on what's going to make you the most money. You need to spend your time doing the things that are high level to this business. And this could be something like product research. This could be something like running your Facebook ads. It could be doing the Facebook ad research. It could be surveying customers, whatever that is, whatever you've determined in your business to be the most profitable tasks. You want to focus on the things that are simply going to make you the most money. That's the important thing here, and that's why you want to automate. So a lot of people ask me, when should I start to automate? When should I look for ways to kind of free me up to, to do the most important things in the business? And I say ASAP, and I actually really want to, I'll kind of skip to the bottom point. I think you really want to never undervalue your own personal sanity, right? There are some things in this business that are frustrating, that are time consuming, that take a lot of work, a lot of copy and pasting, or a lot of doing the same thing over and over. You want to look to automate those ASAP. But in general, when you have other tasks that are more profitable to focus on, that's when you start to automate. And with Shopify, that's pretty much day one, right? When something is annoying, that's another time, like I said, valuing your personal sanity. And another thing is when you just don't want to have the expense of a virtual assistant or an employee, right? You might think that you need to have an employee or a VA, and of course that incurs an ongoing cost. We'd want to eliminate that and look for ways to automate around that. But really, I think the biggest point for me, in terms of automation, when things get annoying, when things get frustrating, when things don't feel profitable in terms of my time being spent, that's when you need to look for automation options. So the big question obviously is, how do you automate Shopify? And I'm going to show you a really awesome app. I use it myself. It's called Arigato Automation. And you might know the lyrics of that song. It's actually an awesome app here that really kind of has this thing called Mr. Arigato. And I really just love repeating that name. If you know the song lyrics, you get where I'm going at. Awesome name here, but really even more important, it's an awesome app. And I'm going to show you over the shoulder. You see the link directly below this video. I want you to check it out. But I'm going to go over the shoulder and give you some examples of how powerful Arigato is for a Shopify business. And you're going to see exactly how it's going to help you automate Shopify and really free you up to do all the things that are going to make you the most profit. So this is Arigato Automation, and you see the link directly below this video. Make sure you check it out. This is literally the app with a million uses. And of course, the reason that we're using this is to accomplish that automation that we were talking about before, right? Anything that is annoying, anything that takes you away from the most profitable tasks in your business, you want to outsource, you want to automate, you want to delegate. And really, that's why we're using Arigato Automation, especially instead of paying a staff or paying a virtual assistant. I'm going to show you some incredibly powerful examples here, especially for print on demand, Shopify drop shippers, right? You guys are going to see some exact examples of really how you'd use this. But it's really all about automating routine tasks. It's about getting rid of those things that you don't want to do, automating them and freeing you up to do the most profitable things to grow your business. And I want you to think of it this way, right? Let's say you have a workflow or a process in your business that, and it doesn't have to be this exact example, but it sounds something like this, right? Whenever X happens, I have to email someone, or whenever Y happens, I need to copy and paste this to this supplier or whatever, right? All these little manual things that, especially at scale, really add up and take a lot of your time. Right? And these aren't the things that are going to make you money. These are kind of the operational things, the routine tasks that kind of just occur with any business. We want to automate those. right? And there are literally so many, just countless examples and countless combinations of ways that you could automate. And the really cool thing is there are so many different pre-built automations, right? All of your favorite tools, all the tools that you're already using, over 100 different automations, right? Things like Google Sheets, Slack, Trello. I mean, the list goes on. So many different automations based on basically about 40 to 47 main actions, right? These actions can be combined into pretty much an infinite amount of combinations, and these can be custom tailored to the needs of your business, right? These are totally customizable. These aren't just kind of one option. They are dependent on your store, dependent on your store's needs, and depending on what you as a store owner want to automate. So a lot of flexibility there. Even for some developers, it's a little bit over my head, but in terms of developers, there's an API as well if you really want to kind of get deep access to all the different integrations on a code basis, which is pretty cool, again, for developers. Probably not going to have to worry about this, but in terms of these automations, in terms of kind of using it, it's really all just point and click development. In terms of the idea that there's a little builder inside of the Arigato app, you simply use it and you create the automations. Point and click, super simple, no technical experience required whatsoever. You should for sure check out their reviews, an overwhelming amount of 5-star reviews. You see 5-star review after 5-star review, pages and pages worth. Check that out. I got a 4.7 out of 5 stars on the reviews over here. So very strong, of course. But let's move on to some very specific examples. I really think that these are going to be incredibly powerful, especially for print on demand or drop shippers on Shopify. And I think we'll go start with a print on demand example first. Let's say you're selling a product bundle, right? These are super popular, right? Let's say you include a shirt and a hat and a cell phone case. It could be any bundle of multiple products, right? And let's say you're doing something where you've included products from multiple print-on-demand suppliers. This isn't out of the ordinary. You might do this if it's a great complementary set of products. Now, obviously, when you have a bundle of products, you're not going to have any of that automation that goes back to the different print-on-demand apps, and therefore you need to do some manual work. Well, a great example, and one that I personally use, right? Any order that contains a bundle, you could automatically process that order, send it to a Google Sheet, split out the products, see the vendors, see all the information, and make it incredibly easy for you to process that order, rather than needing to go in there and separate all the orders manually, look for your bundle orders, separate out each product, find the vendor, right? That's all stuff that you might be doing right now manually. You could automate that pretty much instantaneously with Arigato. Incredibly powerful. That's just one example. And here's one for drop shippers. Here's one for print on demand, really for any type of Shopify store, right? You can set up an automation to automatically email your customers after, let's say, 21 days or X amount of days, however many days you decide. Now, why do we want to create a delay in there? Well, we want to go ahead and ask for a review. We want to ask for user-generated content, right? This is incredibly powerful and profitable for your business. Arigato allows you to do this, again, almost instantaneously. You just point and click and create this automation, and you'll be able to send an email requesting that user-generated content or a video review or a photo review of your products being actually used by your customers, right? Just a couple of powerful examples, and there are tons more. Another one that I really like, segmenting, right? Segmenting, there's a lot of money in segments in terms of truly understanding, who are the different portions and segments and breakdowns of your customer. And let's say you're using MailChimp for email, you could have basically a ridiculous amount of data points on your customer, right? Campaign information, interest information, even browsing information in terms of what pages on the site that they visited, all this very specific information that can get stored to their MailChimp account. You could take care of the segmenting, again, in an automation. Nothing needs to be done manually. Same could be said for follow-ups, and this is super powerful for not only email follow-ups, but for SMS, text message follow-ups, text message marketing, right? You could delay a message X amount of days, and again, this works for both SMS and email marketing. You could do Twilio, you could do SendGrid on the SMS side. Incredibly powerful. And it could even be narrowed for specific items. It could be narrowed for specific orders, collections. You could have the messages custom tailored, or of course you have full control over all of that. So make sure you take a look at the link directly below. I highly recommend Arigato Automation. It's just going to simply free you up of a lot of time. It's going to free you up a lot of expense if you're using a virtual assistant or an employee. This is going to automate all of the tasks that you just honestly shouldn't be doing as a Shopify entrepreneur. You need to focus on the profit-generating activities in your business. That's what you need to spend your time on. You're going to let Arigato Automation kind of handle the rest. And that's why I use it. That's why I think you're going to really enjoy using it. Make sure, again, you take a look at the link directly below this video. Get it into your store. I hope it helps you save some time, make some money, and I'll talk to you real soon.